I cracked it. You can also crack it. Oh, not a big deal. Okay, I'm bragging both. Hello everyone, I'm Nisha. It's a very good day today. Yes, welcome to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about all the entrances, preferably the DU entrance, JNU entrance, Hyderabad University entrance, JNU entrance, and BHU entrance. For my credentials, as in who am I to give you advice on these entrances? I'm not flexing, but yes, I'm flexing. Uh, I gave only 3 entrants for my masters: EFLU, BHU, and DU. EFLU was like, I want, like, anyhow I need to get into EFLU. BHU was like अपना ही कॉलेज है दे देते हैं, and DU was the second option कि नहीं हुआ तो फिर हो जाएगा तो ठीक है. At EFLU, I cracked in the first merit list itself. Uh, at BHU, I got 5th AIR, and at DU, I got 6th AIR. So, yes, I have analyzed the question paper. So, all that I'm telling you is only based on my own experience. You may differ, but this is it. So, let's get started. But as I always say, this video concerns only the master's student who are looking to do their masters in ENG, English literature. So if you are not interested in either, अगर मन है तो देख सकते हो, नहीं मन है तो टाइम वेस्ट मत करो, कुछ कर लो काम, पर देख लोगे तो अच्छा लगेगा, पर ठीक है. Okay, so it was some time ago that I made a video on EFLU and the courses that it offers and the entrance and all. But people still had some doubt. So in this video we're going to talk about only the kind of questions that are asked in all these entrances. Let's start with EFLU. If you want to do English literature, EFLU has so many options. You can choose whatever you want to do, like many. But still, if you want to do English literature, there are 2 ways of doing English literature in EFLU. One through MA English Cafeteria program. If you don't know what it is, please go and watch my other video. I have explained it like one explains to a kid things. One explains things to a kid. So please watch it. And so there are 2 ways to join EFLU for MA English literature. One is through the MA English specialized entrance, in which they ask questions that are specific to English literature. So there are a total of 50 questions. So most of the questions are from the history. 5 questions, let's say, are from Indian literature, 5 are from American literature, and some are from European literature, and some from Australian. So everything of something. But these questions are quite of the surface level. Like if you have read American literature, you must have read, you will answer those questions. They are very like popular kind of questions, like. But it doesn't have much questions on linguistics because I feel they don't teach linguistics in their bachelors, so they don't ask. The same is with DU entrance, because in DU linguistics is optional in, or what do you call that, elective in bachelors, so that they don't ask many questions on linguistics. Just few basic questions can be asked, very basic. So how many syllables, or kind of questions. So you can always answer those kind of questions. This was MA English literature. In MA English Cafeteria, it doesn't ask you any question that has to do with literature. Most of the questions are comprehension based questions, or that they check your skills in English, and you have common general knowledge questions and basic mathematics and aptitude test kind of questions. In the comprehension based questions, I would like to say that sometimes they ask you, they give you comprehensions or passages from a poem, or Like last year, they had a passage from student halls representations. So if you have heard of it or like read a few, it will always help you in understanding the comprehension. Though the comprehensions are quite easy, you need not like study much for that. But yes, the EFLU cafeteria is very easy. You can crack it. I cracked it. You can also crack it. Yes. Oftentimes, it is important for you to see who is conducting the entrance exam. So, if NTA is conducting the entrance exam, you need to remember that NTA also conducts NET, and it also conducts DU entrance and JNU entrance. So, what I have like seen is that the level of questions or the kind of questions that NTA asks in all these three, NTA, NET, JNU, and DU, are quite similar. Like, not that they ask same level of questions for NET and master's entrance, but there are often chances that they repeat the questions that they have asked in NET for the master's entrance. Like, I had solved many question papers of NET, so it helped me a lot in DU entrance. I didn't like apply for JNU because I wanted to go to I wanted to do cultural studies, and JNU didn't offer that. But yes, I gave DU, and what I'm saying is, if you have solved NTA NET question papers, then there are chances that you can score quite well in DU and JNU entrance, because the kind of questions are quite similar, the level of questions are also quite similar, and oftentimes they are exactly the same questions. But what kind of questions do they ask? So they ask in DU and JNU, they ask questions that are based on your comprehension skills. They ask deep questions, because see, JNU, for most of the time, it was only 2 years ago that they started asking objective kind of questions. Before that, it was all subjective. So people protested, saying that if JNU also starts asking objective questions, then the level of students or the level of students who are getting into JNU will degrade, because it's very easy to like complete an objective kind of question paper and a subjective. You know how it works. So NTA, which was the conducting body, said that it will take care of the quality of the students that are getting in, and so the questions are not the kind of questions that people like that you read and you know the answer. They are comprehension based questions. Like, you have big passages and only 2 to 3 questions are asked from each passage, and the 4 options are so alike that you feel like ये MCQ है, ये भी तो हो सकता है. But yes, for DU and JNU you need to study deeply, I would say. But if you want a good college, like JNU में तो वही है, पर DU में if you want like good college, top ranking college, solve NTA question papers, NET question papers, and you do have question papers of DU available. JNU का सिर्फ लास्ट ईयर का एक आया था जो मैंने सॉल्व किया था, बट आई डोंट नो. But yes, there are comprehension based questions, deep questions, and in DU there are so many questions from literary theories. Like, they fill in questions from literary studies. I don't know, literary theory, I don't know why. There are questions from like they had questions of Laura Mulvey, they had Marxism, they had questions of Orientalism, Edward Said, भर भर के questions थे ये सारे. And DU में it's like 100 questions आते हैं, सारे के सारे like only 15 questions are the questions that तुमने पढ़ा और तुमने कर दिया, बाकी सारे questions are comprehension based. मैं तो थक गई थी पढ़ते पढ़ते, मेरा मन नहीं कर रहा था पढ़ने का, पर फिर भी कर दिया. एंड येस, नेगेटिव मार्किंग होती है DU में. इट्स 1/4, so 4 marks for correct and -1 for negative. Okay. JNU में you have similar comprehension based, and the conducting body is the same. You know the drill, how it works. For Hyderabad University of Hyderabad, they there are like they ask questions like the kind of questions that are asked for bank PO kind of job, like the English wala part I'm talking about, and they do have reasoning wale questions, reasoning skills, and there are only a few like 10-15 questions that are from English literature. And now comes BHU entrance. I would simply suggest, like, if you want to crack BHU entrance, just go through the whole syllabus of BHU BA English literature. They have 120 questions, and out of which 110 questions, I can say 115, I should say, are directly from the syllabus. Exactly the essay that they have prescribed, they ask questions from that essay. Sometimes they do ask questions ki, like if you have read in BHU, they have Anand, okay, Mulkraj Anand. So they ask ki, out of these, which is not the novel of Anand, not a work of Anand. So ऐसे questions हो जाते हैं कि उसमें बस, but if you have read anything about the author or the kind of the work it is, you can answer them. Very easy kind of question papers, like 120 minutes, हाँ 2 घंटे का entrance होता है, and in 30 to 40 minutes you can solve the whole paper if you have read BA का BHU's BA syllabus. Done. One thing that I find most irritating in BHU entrance is that they have many publication year or birth year or death year kind of questions, which I don't see the purpose of, because literature is not mugging up the ears, right? But yes, they do have that. Last year they tried to do away with these year questions. I don't know if they tried to do away with, but then they had lesser number of questions that concern years, but they had some in-depth questions last year. So it was like Dream Children of Reverie. It's an essay by Charles Lamb, which is there which was like taught to us in the first year of our graduation. And there Charles Lamb is dreaming, and he has these 2 children, and in the entrance they ask the name of these 2 children, which often people don't remember. But yes, and then from one essay they asked the nephew that features in that essay of the essayist. So last year they had some in-depth questions, but I don't think that should concern you. You will anyhow, if you even skip these questions, you will get admission in BHU. Ha. So this is we talked about EFLU, we talked about DU, we talked about JNU, we talked about Hyderabad, University of Hyderabad. तो वो तो University of Delhi भी है. But yes, and then you talked about BHU. If you like the video, if you find it useful, do give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, comment, जो भी होता है. It helps, it will help me, like it will motivate me, and it will help the channel to grow, because it helps, like every single thing that you do on the channel helps the algorithm. You know what you need to do, just do it. Bye bye.